How's it going, guys? We are back on another video here, and this video is going to tell you really the biggest mistakes you can make in NHL 23 HUT. There's really not too many that you can make like a critical and fatal mistake on, but I think this one really in particular that I'm going to be talking about today is going to be a huge one to keep in mind because it can really cost you, and it looks like it's the same as last year, all right? So I hope you guys do enjoy this video. If you do, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you have not already. If you haven't already, though, follow me on Twitch, Henreek. That is my Twitch name. I'm live there every single day. But let's hop in to the video now, all right? So what is the biggest mistake that you can make in NHL 23 HUT? All right, so looking at my team right here, all right? So I don't have a lot of it, and I don't have a lot of power-up cards, okay? You do not want to have tons of power-up cards. What do I mean by power-up cards? I mean X Factor / power-up icon cards, because that gets very expensive. I understand if you want a few certain guys. I'll say it right now. For the most part, you really want to have McDavid, Makar, I would say McKinnon, Matthews. That's pretty much it, where you kind of feel like, okay, if I get that X Factor, yes, I do need to use them. I feel like you don't really need Leon Draisaitl. I feel like you don't really need even Zegers. I have Zegers right now because I just wanted to mess around for content and try to pull off some lacrosse goals. I actually like Hillary Knight's card. I mean, she's really fast, but I don't think she'll be on my team all year either. I would say this. You just don't want to have too many X Factor cards. You just don't. Or power-up icon cards. I think it's a very bad idea. It's going to cost you a lot of coins and power-up collectibles throughout the year. It's just something that people run into and don't realize it. Like, I feel like this year it's harder to have a lot of X Factor cards, though, because you can't really do the set as many times or as often. There's not as many ways to get X Factor player choice packs. So that's one thing as well that could kind of make you feel like, oh, okay, I understand, I understand. But, like, I just feel like there's really not that many that you kind of need, in my opinion, that is. So, for me, I have right now 1, 2, and that's it. I have 2 X Factor cards on my team. No other ones, no other power-up cards on my team. Yes, you can consider Byram a power-up, but I simply chose him as my free card. And McCann as well. Yes, I made him, but that's an MSP, and I know he's capped out at 88. I don't have to upgrade McCann anymore. That's it. He's 88 overall. It's over. GG's, right? But here's what I gotta say. It gets really expensive, guys. It gets very, very expensive, okay? Like, extremely expensive. And here's what I mean. So, X Factor player items right now. So, looking at them right now, okay? So, you have a lot of cards. So, yes, you can consider Crosby, Hedman, maybe as other guys you might want to consider powering up. But I just feel like after that, like, really, the top ones, McKinnon, Matthews, McDavid, and Makar. To me, that's really it. Like, that's where the list should kind of end of guys that you feel like, okay, they must be on my team. If I pack them, I gotta power them up. I can't not power them up. So that's the one thing I'd say for sure. I mean, I guess you could say Markstrom. Larkin, he's not bad, Markstrom. Larkin and Markstrom. Those aren't bad ones for sure, but I don't know. I don't think I'd be going out of my way to buy these. That's another thing. Buying these is a very bad idea, in my opinion at least. Buying X Factor cards, especially like McDavid, it's insane the cost you're going to be spending on these. I don't know. There's probably not even any on the market right now for McDavid. If it's probably going to be like 1 mil, it's going to say. Yeah, 1.4 mil. If for some reason you have 1.4 million coins, please don't buy this card. Please. Why would you buy this, realistically? Okay, so let's just say in a world where I just bought this card for 1.4 million. Okay, 500 coins, 21K or a power-up. All right, so that's add that up, and then add that up again. So essentially, you're probably putting another 200K in at least to get him up to 89 overall. And don't forget, when he gets another upgrade, he will probably require another 2, maybe 3 power-up collectibles. I forget what it exactly was like last year. It'll probably be around the same. McDavid's a different breed, though, I understand. But I still wouldn't be spending that kind of coins on an X Factor that you're going to have to end up spending coins and power-up collectibles on anyway. It just doesn't make sense to me personally. So just really try to avoid buying too many X Factor cards, or just try to avoid having too many on your team, because it's going to get expensive. The only way where you can potentially keep up with the upgrade tiers and the actual upgrades of the cards, I would really say, is if you get pretty good ranks in Hut Champs, okay? Because then if you, let's say you get 11 wins every week in Hut Champs, which again, it's not 100% easy. It's really not. If you're not like an amazing player, even if you're not average either, it's hard. But even if, let's say you get 3 collectibles per week, okay, that's not bad. You can get 3 power-up collectibles per week, 4 or 5. Then okay, then it's not that crazy. You can probably get away with it. You could probably have a nice amount of X Factors, but I would say no more than 4 or 5. You should not have many more than that, because if you have if you have 10 or something like that, or for some crazy reason, I just think it's silly. I really do. You're gonna have a long, hard time upgrading all of them, which I understand. Maybe you don't care. Maybe you feel like, okay, if I have a few that are 86, then I have one that's 88, and then one that's 84. You know, that's fair. That's how you want to play your team. That's understandable. I'm not going to say you're not allowed to do that, or I think it's wrong. I just personally don't think it's smart, because you're going to be trying to keep up and upgrade your team the whole year, and also you're going to feel like you can't add any other cards to your team. So like, you're going to say, let's put it like this, okay? Let's say your whole top 6 is X Factor cards, right? And you see a brand new MSP card come out that's like a 92, and you're like, oh wow, I want to use them, but now my team's all X Factors, so now where am I going to put this brand new card? So I'm going to put my X Factor on the, I mean, it's like, it's a good problem to have, but I just feel that you're going to be more worried about upgrading your X Factors than trying to upgrade other cards, because it's very costly. That's really what it's just very costly. So another thing that I'd really kind of avoid, I mean, this is really a little bit off topic here, but I really wouldn't buy expensive prime times. Like, I wouldn't buy cards that like are gonna get upgrades like almost guaranteed within a week and within the month, right? So for example, I mean, for someone like McDavid, right? I mean, he certainly is going to get a lot of cards, right? We all know it. McDavid's going to get cards as long as he stays healthy. There's no way he's not going to get cards. I mean, McDavid, I mean, here, let me sort by country here as well and make it a lot easier. But yeah, McDavid, I mean, 88 overall, right? So that 88 overall McDavid, that was out, and that was going for like 280, 300 basically. And then guess what, guys? They drop an 89 and just fly the zone, and that's it. The price drops of 88 McDavid, right? And as it should. I mean, as it really should, because, I mean, there's a better version out, right? I mean, it's 10 times better than 89. So yeah, I mean, honestly, I would say, guys, just try not to buy too many primetime / team of the week cards, you know, because they can just drop dramatically within like a week, literally. I mean, especially like the higher end guys like McDavid, because, you know, you could spend, like, I could buy this McDavid for 400K right now. I guarantee you a 90 McDavid or even 91 comes out within like the next 2 or 3 weeks. Guess what? That McDavid's going down to like 250K, which is still a lot, but you're losing coins. I mean, you pretty much know you're going to lose coins. The base card, at least the base card kind of holds value for a little bit due to the fact that it's needed for the X Factor, right? So the base McDavid should hold a decent amount of value for a little bit at least. He was going for around 170 for a while. Now he's down to, it looks like 120, but we'll see. That could always kind of bounce back. Well, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Hopefully, maybe I didn't ramble on too much. Maybe you don't agree. Let me know if you do agree. How many X Factors do you guys have on your team right now? Like I said, 5 is absolute most. And it's not just X Factor cards. Power-up icons also count. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video, though. Make sure you leave a like. Subscribe if you're new to the channel here. Follow me on Twitch, Henreek, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Henreek3Es. And join Discord. Talk to me. Follow and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next video.